Hi, good afternoon. Am I audible? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello? Hello? Can you hear me? Am I audible? Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Can you guys please respond? Hello? Can you hear me? Am I audible?
Hey Mohita, good afternoon. Yes, you are audible.
I've been asking, I thought that I am not audible. Anyway, so this is interview training session. Can you please switch on your camera? It's okay. No issues. You can switch it off in that case. Okay, so with the same, have you attended the prior sessions? Hello?
No, Mohita, this is my first session I'm attending.
Okay. Because today we are to start with some of the common interview questions, like answering common HR questions. Otherwise, in the last sessions, we have covered what is an interview, how you are to prepare for it, different kind of interviews, mock test, and all that.
Okay.
So, do you want me to repeat the same, or you want to start with what particular topic we are to have for today?
If you can just make me understand in short, not in brief, if it is possible, it will be great for me to understand.
Sure, definitely. Allow me a minute if you can, please.
Sorry, Mohita?
Allow me a minute, please.
Sure, sure.
I'm rejoining, please. There is some technical issues. I'm just rejoining, okay? Because I'm not
Okay,
able
Mohita.
to. Yeah, I'm not able to access the curriculum.
Okay, okay.
नहीं मैंने डालना है ना
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, hi. Just a second, okay?
Sure.
I'm just trying to share my screen. I don't know why it's not happening here. Kindly acknowledge if the screen is visible.
Yes, Mohita, now it's visible.
Okay, great. So I'll start with the basic, like I'll start with the section 1 itself. Because you have not attended any and you are the only participant. So I believe we can start with the like we can start from the scratch. So
Sure.
basically, in the first class, we had discussed about the interviews, what interviews are. So if you can just let me know what is your understanding for interview, how you see an interview. Why do you think interviews are conducted and why participants are so much, they are, it's more like they're interviewed or why they are asked about the questions which they already have it on because most of the times they're asked about, talk about yourself, talk about your profession and all that, right? So that is already there with them on their on your resume. So what is the purpose of interview?
Okay.
Just yeah.
So I believe it's mostly to evaluate your like skill and qualification to understand your attitude and communication. So this is what I
Assume.
yes.
Okay. So basically, interviews are conducted for understanding the participant, right?
Mhm.
Of course,
Mhm.
everything is already there on the paper. It is already there with them. Your resume is there. But how you are presenting yourself, it is more. It is just similar to the like. Let's say you are going for going for a product, right? You are introducing that product to the market. You will be having a leaflet with the same, and you will be presenting that particular project. So you can understand the difference, right? Having a
Mhm.
product mentioned on a leaflet, and you're just distributing that leaflet among the people. And there is one stage where you are presenting that particular product. So there is so much of the comparison. You can understand the far more difference. Correct. So that is what the interviews are conducted for. They want to understand how much you are capable of presenting your skills because there you will be rooting for your own specifications. You are rooting for your traits. You are making the other person convince and to trust in your personality. Correct. And that is the basic purpose of interviewing a particular candidate for a particular job role. So there are different sections. Okay. So different type of interview questions. First of all, strategic interview questions. How do you think you will be able to contribute to the company's corporate vision? This is to ask for your you can say contribution. It's like this is ask for your skills. What kind of skills you are coming with? What kind of expertise you can provide? Correct. It is more like that you need to be a worthy candidate for that particular organization. If you're not that worthy candidate, the organization will definitely not put their energy and their money into you. Correct. So if you're convincing someone to invest their energy and their time, money to your personality, you need to come up with something which they would find worthy. Correct. So whenever you are asked such kind of questions, where your techniques or where your expertise or skills are being questioned, you are to highlight the major area. The major area, again, see, whenever you go for an interview, there are some of the prerequisite you are to do. Prerequisite means the preparations. How you need to be little more aware of the job role, not little aware, actually much aware. You need to have a much awareness for the particular job role. Every job specifications has its own expectations and requirements. You need to understand what you are to exhibit there. Try to relate most of your skills with those expectations mentioned in the beginning of the job description section. The better it will be if there'll be most of your traits matching to that particular specification. That will be definitely best for your profile. Next comes the screening interview questions. These screening interview questions basically ask for your um, contributions. It is the practical understanding, your experience. Let's say if you say that you have certain expertise with software or with the any AI tool, or like depending upon the particular job role you are going for, any technical expertise if you are having, they would be rather more interested in understanding how much you have experiment with the same, how much experience you are having with that particular expertise or with that particular skill. Knowing a skill and understanding with that experience, there is a far more difference. If you only understand about lift, if you only know about the skill, you have only learned about that skill, but you have not experimented it well, you have not much experience about it, definitely the other people who would be having experience or who would have better implementation, that would be having an upper hand on you. Correct? So these screening interview questions definitely are more technical based, because here they would ask for your expertise of with the experience, how much you have, like what kind of challenges you have faced, these kind of questions. Next comes your behavioral interview questions. With the behavioral interview questions, these are majorly for the HR roles, for the for the roles where you are more with the public, like where you are more with the clients, your dealings are more with the clients, with the basically with the human resource. Correct? So let's say you are from any you are in giving an interview for a customer role executive, or some senior exec, like somewhere where you are to deal with people. Correct? So these questions are most of the time asked to understand how good you are at managing the situations, be it any challenging, be it any enthusiastic, or be it any overwhelming emotional situation you are put into, how well you will be able to manage that. It can be with the workforce, it can be with any of the technical troubles or challenges most of the time people face. It can be competition as well, right? So these questions are most of the time based on your soft skills, correct? Where you are to exhibit what kind of um, behavioral patterns, like the patience, resilient, right? Your dedication towards problem solving, your conflict management, all these things comes into this particular section. Next comes the performance based interview questions. These are most of the time asked in, if you are an experienced candidate, you will be asked such questions where you need to focus more on the results, right? In these results, you need to understand that your focus should be on the high, like your highlighted area should be on the results you have driven, with the experiences you have, with the kind of experiments you have done with your work. So this needs to be more with the result oriented ones. Then is the interview questions on the experience. Again, on the career goals, these are your aspirations. This is about your vision. What kind of vision, the insightful you are having, the thoughtful person you are having, how calm you are with your, how focused you are with your goals, with your work ethics, right? So this is with the same. I believe all these questions, like all these type of questions, I'm not asking for all the particular questions, but all these type of questions are pretty much clear. Any questions related to the same? Great. Moving forward, these are some of the technical interview look like a phone screening. This is just like a steps. You are very first put on a phone screening where only you are given an general introduction on your phone, on the phone. It can be with any HR, it can be with any recruitment organization. So just a simple phone call where you are asked some of the simple questions and you are put to the another one. Then is the online assessment. This can be related to a particular technical uh, that platform for which you will be applying for. Let's say if you are going for any language, okay, in a case you are applying for any language test trainer, correct? So there you need to understand there will be a screening test. You need to either have that specification, or they will ask you to go through with the test first. Correct? So how well you perform in that assessment, that of course um is the basis, is the platform you get. Then you are the video assessment. This is with the senior management sometimes, right? And in these particular of interviews, you are asked some very sincere questions. Talk about, like they ask about your experience. They are ask about your various other things, right? Related to the technical expertise, related to the skills, your results, everything. On-site and whiteboarding, again, it can be any practical sessions. It can be any general onboard like kind of thing. But okay, what should I wear? What should I bring? What should be interviewing me? Who should be interviewing me? These kind of questions can easily be dealt with if you have little research about the organization. So let's say you get a interview call and you know you'll be appearing for that call. Allow me a minute, please. Hello. Is the screen visible? Hello.
Yes, yes, Mohita.
Is the screen visible?
Yes.
Okay, can you please go through the screen one so that you understand the type of like just all these things, and then I'll come to these questions. What should I wear? What should I bring in? What should be? Who would be interviewing me?
Okay.
Just go through with the slide once and let me know. I think we have more participants as well, right?
Yes.
Hello, both of you. I'm sorry I can't see your names here because I am my screen is on share and nothing is much visible. I can only see the number of participants and that has increased. May I please know who all have joined other than the one who was already with me? Hello, am I audible? Am I audible, guys? Hello.
Yes, yes, Mohita, you are audible. And your screen
Why
is also.
people are not replying? Anyway, you go through with this slide. Maybe they are not around.
Yes, I am done. Like I have gone through this all. When you took a minute, so I have completed this.
Okay. So as I was explaining you about the research you need to have, research is important. See, let's say if today you get a call from an organization and you
Hello, Mohita, you are in mute.
okay. So talking about the research you need to have. See, there is very important factor which most of the participants forget. And this is a very crucial element which will help you a lot. This clothing thing, like let's say you are to go for an interview and you are not very much aware of the culture of that organization, or you are not aware of like the kind of uh, company structure it is, whether it's a big organization or how the kind of products they are dealing, the kind of services they are into. So you need to be very particular with the same because you will be asked questions related to the same, right? So there are some of the information you need to collect related to the similar thing. So this can be done by scrolling the website of that organization. That is very important. Understand the kind of product they are dealing into, the kind of services they are providing, and most importantly, their competition, the kind of people they are in competition with. Clients, so definitely clients you would be looking for. So this way you will understand the kind of culture they are having, and very importantly, you understand if there is a specific kind of dress code or the kind of color they are following, whether they are too casual with their clothing or they prefer people with formal attires. So this little information, these small dots connect. When you connect all these dots, it gives you a strengthened network, and you get an upper hold on the other candidates who have not done much of the research. Right. So this way, this research helps you a lot. This research you can do definitely by scrolling the website. You can look for the LinkedIn profile of that organization or people who work there. With this, you understand who can be the expected interviewer, or there will be more than one interviewer in the panel, or there'll be only recruitment team or some HR. You will get an complete info, not the complete, but yes, a little information regarding the interviewers as well. Most of the time, if it is a video conferencing, video interview, you get the participant's name already there. And that is the advantage you are having. You can easily go for their profile check. You can understand the kind of expectations they would be having, the kind of because they have you can easily understand a person's ideology from their profile. If they are having a good LinkedIn profile, you can get it from there. So you can go through with their LinkedIn profile. That's the best option, right? So this way you'll be able to understand what you should wear and with what you should carry. Always carry the hard copy of your documents with you. Carrying hard copy of your documents would not be any kind of harm. I believe that most of the things are done online these days. Soft copies are already submitted, your resumes are already there. But still, carrying hard copies avoid much of the hassle, the last minute chaos, and also it provides you much of the calm and composure. You be more confident if you have your all documents ready with you. If it is required, they would provide you you can give them the same. There is one more thing you can do. You can have a folder, like a folder in your any device. It can be in your laptop, it can be in your mobile phone, right? With all your documents in it, and try to keep your documents in a very simple format. Try to have it in the PDF form, which can be easily transferable. But having it in a folder in the complete PDF kind of file will help you a lot, so that you can easily you are not looking for any individual document separately. You'll be having all these documents in a complete zip folder, or let's say any folder you have made in your phone or your device. It can. So always take care of these little things, because small, it is not sometimes the major answers you give in the interview. These are the small gestures as well, which which enables you to land up the job role. And these are very important factors when you're going for your aspired job role, when you're going for an interview for your aspired with the role which you'll be aspiring for a longer period. Correct? So make sure you'll be following these things. Very important. We have a star method. Star method says that there will be some of the questions for which you apply the star method. The star method is basically the situation, task, action, and result. And this is most of the time you are to answer in case of they put you any kind of hypothetical situation, or they ask you like in what in this, if you are given this scenario, how you'll be able to handle, because they want to understand with the extensive, if you have given any kind of experience, or even if you are a beginner, even if you are a fresher, they would be definitely asking you any of such questions where they want to understand about your reflexes, about your decision making, your um, critical thinking. These are the important elements when you work for good organizations, because they need participants, they need their candidates with better reflexes, with quick responses. Correct? So that is the reason the star method helps you a lot. Understand the situation, make sure what can be the required skills you are to utilize there, execute the task, give the action, like after task is basically how you'll be planning to utilize your skills, then execute how you'll be executing the planned task, and then come up with some of the results. Again, as it is a for the freshers, it can be in hypothetical situation, but for the freshers, for the experienced also, it can be a hypothetical situation or any challenges they had already faced. Correct? So these can be any of the particular, you can say, these can be different elements. You can go through with the slide first. If there is anything which is not comprehensible, please let me know. I think with me, there is only one participant who is constantly answering. Hello, am I
Yes,
audible? Hello.
yes, Mohita, you are audible and
Yes. Please go through with the slide once. Let me know if it is comprehensible, and then we'll move to the next one.
okay. Mohita, if you could describe me little like the question number one, like how could we answer like better for this? Like describe the time when you handled a difficult situation.
Okay.
So,
Okay, sure. So let's say if you are an experienced candidate, you have mentioned that you have an experience of, let's say, 1 year or 2 years, right? They would be looking for your experimentation, how you had handled certain kind of situations. There would be many a times when we are put in a difficult situation, when we are to take up the challenges and all. So they would be looking for definitely the similar kind of situation. Correct? So this
mhm.
way, let's say I definitely cannot. I'm sorry. Can you please let me know what particular skill you are into? Like you would be
I am
looking for
into
what kind of
HR.
job role?
I am into HR, so I have 3 years of
Okay,
experience.
great, great,
Yes.
great. So in HR, definitely behavioral questions are the very important aspect. They would be asking you, and most of the time, HRs are the forefront for the customers and for the workforce of an employment. Sorry, for an organization. So let's say they had asked you any of the questions that when you are to recruit someone or for already recruited, what do you call it, employee, you are to manage any employee, or let's say you are to convince a good employee at a lesser salary. How would you have taken, like, how would you have handled that situation? So if you are not well prepared for such answers, you, instead of just denying it, like instead of just denying that I don't know, or sorry sir, I cannot answer, these would be completely a negative approach, right? You can
Mhm.
simply answer it in a way that like during my this kind of experience, or during my this tenure with this organization, I have never dealt with such situations. Correct? However, with my present skills, I believe like you have to mention some of your decision making and some of the had exhibit the trait which was more with the public relations. Correct. So you have to
Mm-hmm.
exhibit that particular situation, and in that way you can answer it. And even if you are completely unaware, you do not know even a single thing, you just can simply say that with my extensive experience, I have never been into such kind of situation. That's all. Right? Do not simply say I cannot
Mm-hmm.
answer, I do not know. I'm sorry, sir. This is something out of my domain. Right? So instead of just saying this, you can simply rephrase your answer with the if see denying in a very blunt manner and denying in a very structured way, these are the two different things. Correct? So make sure that even if you are denying something, even if you are giving a negative, otherwise do not tend to give any negative answer. But if you are to somewhere give a negative answer, instead of see, you cannot fake around. Correct? You cannot fake that. Okay, I have done this, I have done that. You cannot brag or fake around in front of the interviewer because they have already interviewed so many people. They have an experience. You cannot, and this is also important that one needs to be genuine and honest during an interview. But yes, the smart thing you can do is you can rephrase your answers. Your words matter a lot. What kind of words you are utilizing, what kind of answers you are providing, and in what tone you are providing the answers. That is important. Correct. Try to be humble throughout, even if you are much experienced candidate, you are having much of the expertise, skills, whatever it is. Try to be humble. Try to be most grounded with your interviewer. Do not try to dominate or do not try to overpower. Right? Yes. Any questions? Hello.
No,
Am I
no.
audible?
Yes, you are audible. I'm
Okay.
clear from this. Yes.
Okay. So I request you to please first go through with the slide one so that we can move to the next one. And if you are having any single doubt regarding the other things, you can ask. Right?
Yes, Mohita, we can move for the next slide.
Okay. So I have not asked your name. Every time I need to look for the slide. What is your name? I'm sorry, I'm asking at this time.
No
Hello,
problem, Mohita. My name is Rukhia. Am I
Rukia.
audible?
I
Yes,
can.
Rukhia.
Yeah, you are audible. I can call you Rukia, right?
Yes, Rukhia.
Okay. So Rukia, please go through with this slide as well. This is pretty much simple. There won't be much difficulty because we already have discussed this slide. So you just understand whether it is comprehensible. If not, I'll explain you again.
Okay.
I won't mind explaining you again. Just go through with it once.
मैं बता Yes, done, Mohita.
Okay. So the most part of the interview is when you are appearing for an interview on online. Because when you go for an online interview, there is not much you can do. You cannot exhibit much of your gestures. Your body language is not that clear with in such kind of interviews. So it is difficult interview to and for the interviewer to understand the personality, to understand how you are presenting, and for the interview to exhibit their traits. Exhibit, because see, it is not only with your verbal skills, it is also with your non-verbal skills. Your communication being analyzed, it's a complete body language, right? So for your online interviews, it gets really difficult at times. So the major things where you can work with, first of all, make sure that you are already familiar with the platform. If you are all, because most of the time you get the interview the details at least an hour before. I'm just talking about the minimum time. Maximum it can be a day, 2 days, or a week, right? But minimum 1 hour prior you get the link, get a little information, collect little information about that platform so that you won't be struggling at the last moment. Correct. And try to be there at least 5-10 minutes prior. Don't tend to be there at the last moment. Try to be there at least sometime before. Right. And once you are through, make sure that your half of the body should be there. Look for a place where your half of the body should be visible, so that at least your hand gestures, your eye contact should be should be there on the screen. There should not be any disturbances, background noises. Very importantly, your backdrop. It should you should not be blending with the backdrop. You need to have a contrast backdrop where you will be more like where you can be visible, where you can be rather more bright and all, right? So these are the major things you need to do. Next is the your eye contact. Try to have a maximum eye contact with your camera. Understand where the lens is. Sometimes people are not very much familiar with the camera itself. They would be looking somewhere else. They are not very much, So what you can do for the same is you can start like practice with a little recording. Some of See, with the desktop, sometimes if you are using a different camera or separate video cam, so that will be somewhere above the screen, and with the laptops and all, it is always in the front. So you can practice. You can just record your video, 1 minute video, 2 minute video, and understand that what kind of video you are getting. Video quality should be good. So these are the very basic things you need to take care. Correct. And these are some of the common interview questions which are given. Please go through with the same. We have already discussed much about it. Please let me know if any of the question you believe is tricky and you won't be able to answer.
Yes, Mohita, I have one question. How do you see yourself in the next year from now? So this is little tricky. So how can we answer this smartly, like a clear vision? So if we tell like a interviewer, okay, I'm looking for like myself next 5 year as a managerial position or something like that. This sound kind of little self-centered, like selfish kind of thing. So I would hear like from you, like how can we answer for this?
Okay, I second your thought that sometimes your answer seems more selfish or self focused, right? See,
Yes.
it's not a negative to have an aspiration. It's not negative to be enthusiastic. They want to know how much you are and how much enthusiastic you are for your career. They want to know that how much serious you are with your, aspiration, and how big aspirations you are having, and how much. And it is not that you will be self-centered over there. You need to be in centered with your organization, right? So they want to know that how they can be benefited your aspirations. Correct? So that is major. That is their major. You can see idea of understanding whether you can be a worthy candidate or not. Right?
Okay.
Any other questions?
No, Mohita.
Okay. So with this, I believe I'm to conclude the session for now because it is a 1 hour session and it's already been 1:55. And last 5 minutes, I have I always give my candidates to talk. Like I need to have I need to want it to be an interactive session. So I want my candidates to ask to look for their doubts, for their queries. If they are having any, they can ask. Yeah, last 5 minutes is for my candidates. So the training part is done till now. There won't be nothing there won't be anything else from my side. But yes, I want you to contribute here. You can share your ideas. You can ask for your queries here.
Oh, like I have a question. Like, do we get this recording, like a recorded session, Mohita?
Okay. Rakia, can you check whether Himanshu is there in the meeting or not, or he
Yes.
has left?
No, Himanshu is there. He's in meeting.
Hi, Himanshu. Can you hear me? Himanshu Patania, can you hear me? He's from the team itself, so he can be the best one to answer from where you'll get the recordings. Otherwise, the
Oh,
session is on recording. If you can see, it's on recording. But
okay.
from where you get the access, that you need to share, that you need to check.
Okay.
That you
So,
need to check with the team.
like, will this class continue, like this session again, like, or this is the last session what I'm attending?
No, no. Every Tuesday we have a session. Every Tuesday we get
Okay.
a
Do
session
we need
every
any
Tuesday.
certificates for this, Mohita? Certificate, do we get?
A certificate for interview skills program.
Like whatever I'm attending, like this class, like upskilling classes, like do I get a certificate, just a upskill class, that's a
I
knowledge?
doubt for the certificates, but yes, there would be a little, description definitely.
Okay.
Yeah, but I doubt this is for your help. This is for your guidance. So I
Mm-hmm.
doubt for the certificates. I'm not sure about the certificates.
Okay. But I am really thankful, so much, explanation you have given to me till now. I would love to join to the next class as well.
Sure,
So
I'll be waiting and happy to help you always.
thank you, Mohita.
You're welcome.
Is there anything else from my end? Oh.
No, no, nothing. Just do the ratings. That's it. That's all.
uh, thank you so much, Mohita.
You're welcome. Anything. Bye
Have a
bye.
good day.
Take care. Have
Bye
a
bye.
great day.